Hello all, welcome back to editorial analysis and answer writing practice at 9 pm. Friends, if you're watching this video series for the first time, then please watch my introductory video which is available in the playlist to know how to participate in this answer writing program. We have a target of achieving a developed nation status, that is the Viksit Bharat status by 2047. So in many newspapers, editorials, there were discussions about the potential, the prospects about India becoming a developed nation in 2047. There were analyses which was connecting the role of MSMEs with respect to achieving this developed nation status. So in today's editorial discussion, I thought of discussing about MSMEs from this perspective from our UPSC exam point of view. So MSMEs, these are small businesses which are categorized into three: micro, small, medium enterprises. MSME means micro, small, medium enterprises. So micro means those are enterprises which have an investment less than 1 crore and turnover less than 5 crores will be classified as micro enterprise. Small enterprise, investment less than 10 crores and turnover less than 50 crores will be called as small enterprise. And medium enterprise, investment less than 50 crores and turnover less than 250 crores will be classified as medium enterprise. So MSME categorization I have explained. Right, this MSME includes both manufacturing sector as well as service sector. Now let's have a look at the significance of this MSME. This MSME sector in India, they contribute almost 30% of our GDP. They contribute almost 45% of our exports. Almost 62% of employment, the labor force participation is coming from MSME sector only. MSME plays a crucial role in ensuring inclusive growth. So MSMEs are largely concentrated in the rural areas. So MSMEs are giving job opportunities for people in rural areas. It creates infrastructure in rural areas. It creates market in rural areas. So MSMEs is one avenue through which we can ensure inclusive growth. MSMEs will be the platform for innovation and entrepreneurship. I have an idea. I want to become an entrepreneur. I will start my enterprise as a micro or small enterprise only. So if a country has proper ecosystem to develop MSMEs, in that country you will have better innovation, more entrepreneurship, more job opportunities. Income will improve, poverty will reduce, inequality will reduce. So MSME is a huge scope for ensuring inclusive growth. MSMEs, they have their own inherent challenges. See, one important challenge is many micro enterprises, they are working in informal sector. So we have to formalize these micro enterprises, because only when we formalize the micro enterprises, then they will become eligible for various government benefits. Because of this informal setup, they are depending on non-institutional source of lending. That is, they want to borrow money, they are borrowing from money lenders, not from the banks, because they are operating in informal sense. So this informalization of this MSME, that is one challenge. Another challenge is a continuity of it, that is access to affordable credit. So they need affordable credit, timely credit. This is another challenge. So keeping all this in mind, government have come up with various initiatives. For example, if you take Udayam portal, the portal aims to have a paperless registration for micro, small, medium enterprises. I was mentioning about formalization of micro enterprise. The first step is get yourself registered. I am running a micro enterprise, a small cottage industry. I get myself registered. Then government will know who I am. Then I will become easily eligible for various government schemes. 1990s only, to develop these small, micro, small, medium enterprises, government set up SIDBI, Small Industries Development Bank of India. And government came with Mudra Yojana, Micro Units Development Refinancing Agency scheme. So through Mudra Yojana, originally up to 10 lakh rupees small loans were given for this micro enterprises. But however, in the recent budget, that limit was increased to 20 lakh rupees. You want to borrow some bigger loan, you are a micro enterprise only, but you want to borrow some bigger loan. So let's say I want to borrow some 1 crore rupees loan. I go to SBI, SBI will ask, Okay, Guna, we will give you 1 crore rupees loan, but give me some document, give me some collateral. Where will I go for collateral? Right? I have to give some guarantee surety, right? So because of lack of collateral, lack of guarantee surety, MSMEs, they were finding it difficult to borrow bigger size loan. So keeping this in mind, government introduced CGT MSE, Credit Guarantee Trust for Micro Small Enterprises. So CGT SME institution will take care of the collateral part. That means I'm running a micro enterprise. I go to SBI, I ask 50 lakhs, 75 lakhs, 1 crore rupees loan. SBI will be asking me to submit collateral. Now CGT MSE will come. They will say, SBI, you give loan to Guna, I will give that collateral, I will give that surety. So government gives the surety. Right? See, similarly, if I am a first generation entrepreneur, so my family, they are not having any business idea, they do not have any business support. I am a first generation entrepreneur, I want to start something new, I want to start a micro enterprise. If I am first generation entrepreneur, government has a scheme, Prime Minister Employment Guarantee Program scheme. Under the program, up to 25 lakh rupees of subsidized loan, credit linked subsidy will be provided. Right? Similarly, MSMEs, they need to have a global market access. They need to have a global credit access. Borrowing from Indian banks is fine. What about borrowing from international institutions? Doing business in Indian market is fine. What about doing business in global market? So for this purpose only, Government of India in association with the World Bank, they have come up with a program called as RAMP, Raising and Accelerating MSME Performance, RAMP. So government have taken several initiatives looking at the significance of MSMEs. Government has, see, we have a separate ministry also for MSME. So a lot of efforts government has taken, but still there are many challenges which is persisting in the MSME sector. For example, MSMEs, they are not so efficient in India. They are operating in low volume. See, only when you improve the volume, then your efficiency, your production cost, your profitability will also significantly improve. They are operating in low volume. They are suffering from infrastructural bottlenecks. They are suffering from lack of resources. Time is a resource, human resource, skilled resource, money is one resource. Yes, there are a lot of schemes to ensure affordable credit to MSMEs, but still a lot of micro enterprises, they are finding it difficult to access these formal credit. So there we have to improve. Resource we have to improve. See, today we are seeing emergence of disrupting technologies, artificial intelligence, which is disrupting everything. Now MSMEs need to have a hold over these emerging technologies. So where they suffer? Today e-commerce platforms, they are becoming the game changers. Now the MSME should have sufficient exposure to play in these e-commerce platforms. If MSMEs has to further contribute, they have to become a participant in the global value chain. Without becoming a part of global value chain, because see, MSMEs are contributing 45% of nation's export. Huge potential. If MSMEs of India, they are able to become a part of the global value chain, then MSMEs can realize even more higher potential. So what can be done? We have to suggest some measures. We can suggest. See, with respect to money part, yes, government has a lot of schemes which is making the availability of money more easier, but still we have to make it even more easier. For example, for farmers, we have something called as Kisan Credit Card. Like that, why don't we come up with a credit card for MSMEs, for at least micro enterprises or even more smaller enterprises? Right? Similarly, government should take efforts to ensure that sufficient resources are made available to the MSMEs. Government should extend some more support systems. See, for example, they are suffering from infrastructural bottlenecks. So we all have heard about special economic zones. Why don't we create some economic zones only for MSMEs? Infrastructural bottlenecks can be addressed. Resources can be ensured. See, today I was mentioning about disrupting technologies. MSMEs, they are deprived or they are not having sufficient access to those technologies, skills, etc. So why don't we partner MSMEs with technological giants in India? So if an MSME is getting partnered with a technological firm from which we will be having knowledge transfer. Government should take active efforts in extending e-commerce support for MSMEs. We have this open network for digital commerce, ONDC, which is an effort taken by the government to ensure there is level playing field for the small players in the e-commerce platform. Right? But ONDC itself is in a nascent stage. So government can improve the scope of partnering MSMEs more in this e-commerce platform to improve their potential further. Similarly, MSMEs to become a part of the global value chain, they alone cannot do. So government, when they devise their foreign policies, when they devise their trade policies, investment policies, they have to keep MSMEs in mind and take efforts to ensure that they are also getting a chance in participating in the global value chain. Right? So government is already taking a proactive role in developing MSMEs, but we are also giving some suggestions. It is not my suggestions. These are suggestions which are mentioned in various editorials, which I am summarizing it. I am trying to give it in a proper coherent manner. See, if you take developed economies, the share of MSME is more than 50%. You take developed economies, I'm saying, not developing. Developed economies, the share of MSMEs are almost 50% in their GDP. Look at India, our share is just 30%. So we have huge scope. India wants to become a developed economy by 2047. India wanted to become a Viksit Bharat by 2047, for which we have to definitely raise the potential of MSMEs. Right? So I hope the discussion regarding the micro, small, medium enterprises, its role, its importance, significance, challenges, added value to your knowledge. So based on our discussion, let me give you a question. To realize the vision of a Viksit Bharat by 2047, harnessing the full potential of MSME sector is crucial. Discuss. So it will be a 15 marker question. You have to write 250 words. With our discussion only, you can manage it easily. See, so I'll be pinning the notes for today's editorial discussion in the comment section. So don't struggle in making notes. So just follow that. Listen to from here onwards, listen to the content and download the notes so that you can save time. Then make answer writing as your practice every day. Right, friends, I will see you tomorrow with another interesting editorial analysis. Till then, bye, take care.